5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running.
Rush Hour is just getting started on Beaver County Radio. It's time for Driving in the Fast Lane with Frank Sparks. It's the show that talks about what's happening in the news, locally, regionally, and nationally. There will be guests, and Noah Haswell will have the news of the top and bottom of each hour. You're in the Fast Lane. And now, here is the host of the show, Frank Sparks.
Good morning, and welcome to Driving on the Fast Lane for I always hate being in here after Scott. It's on a Wednesday. Scott, I've been in this for a while, so I'm kind of I guess I'm hard of hearing. So when I put on the headset and I go to listen, it's like there's nothing there. So if I just blew your ears out, I'm sorry. But Scott, he has really good hearing and I don't. So anyways, we got a lot to talk about today. We're going to start out talking about Garage Tours 2.0, and we are also going to talk a little bit later on throughout the morning. We're going to talk about road rage. We're going to talk about Ian Roberts, if you know who he is. If you don't, you'll have to stay tuned and find out. And we're also going to talk about the latest on the government shutdown as that got underway last night, and if there will be anything moving forward, it's going to happen. But first, we're going to start the day out talking with Mark Kopsack and Drew Mitch, and we're talking about Garage Tours 2.0. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So tell us a little bit about this event. We had it started out here last year at Beaver County Radio. You kind of upping a little bit, putting it on steroids with the 2.0 this year. What all's going to take place?
Yeah, well, this year's pretty exciting. You guys got us off the ground here. We partnered with you guys doing the car cruise last year, and this year we, in hopes of keeping it growing forward, moving. We're partnered with Pitt Raceway, so the world class Pitt Raceway is going to be the place where we're going to be located on Saturday, October the 11th. We're going to be cruising garages. We're going to be eating good food. We're going to be partying with the radio station here and just having a wonderful, wonderful Saturday afternoon, immersing ourselves into automobiles and all kinds of fun stuff. Taking tours of the local garages, seeing some things you may not have ever seen before, going behind the scenes for some pretty cool commercial businesses that do a lot of quality work on cars. So if you love cars, this is your day.
So tell us a little bit the day, how it's going to go, and what are some of the festivities that will, what are the garages that they'll be touring and things like that?
Yeah, the Push is partnered with Legacies Alive, which I wanted to touch on them real quick. Legacies Alive is a organization that strengthens and supports their Gold Star families. People that aren't familiar with Gold Star families, those are kind of bring national awareness to the service members who pay the ultimate sacrifice. So they're an incredible organization that kind of supports those families. We're happy that they're going to be a part of it, and they are the benefactor of all the funds that are raised. They are providing breakfast at 7:30, so we got an early morning on that Saturday. 7:30 to 8:20 is breakfast. Legacies Alive is going to roll out their breakfast sandwiches. We got national anthem, and then garage tours. We're going to be leaving Pitt Raceway and traveling to 2 or 3 or maybe even 4.
Right now it's 3 and it could be 4.
Right.
One of the stops is actually at Pitt Raceway. There'll be some stuff going on there. Then there'll be definitely 2 stops, and there's a 4th one that may be added in the 11th hour here. So a lot of exciting stuff.
So if you've already registered, we're still adding value to that ticket, and we will continue. That's just the way Push kind of rolls with our things. If we can add more, we're going to keep adding more and giving you more value for dollar. That's just our nature of our beast. And then 11:30, we're returning back to the Pitt Raceway, where we have some lunch. Smoking Dave's Barbecue is going to be on hand to have some lunch, and then we're super excited. We're going to go on a parade lap there, 2 parade laps with all the participants, and then we have a flyover from Air Heritage happening at 12:30 that we're hoping to catch on camera with a flyover and all the cars lined up on the parade lap. So a little bit of logistics with that. We're hoping to get lucky, but it's just going to be a really fun day to tour around, look at vehicles, and take a race lap on the racetrack. So it's a parade lap, but that's going to be that'll be a unique experience for most people. So
Yeah, that's something that's pretty cool. So, Drew, you want to highlight the couple other garages you talked about? One of the stops being Pit Race. What's the other two stops?
So we're back at Vintage Torque again this year.
Okay.
Calling what he's got going on down there. We'll see some of the restorations in progress, probably from last year. You know, some of these restorations don't take place in 3 months, 6 months, 9 months. So some of them are several years long. So he's going to have his garage open up, his guys, his people, showing what they do down there. Another stop down at Beaver Falls will be the Muscle Car Pit Stop, and talk about three floors of fun. So there's a lot of stuff there to see. And the last one, we'll wait till next week to see if we get them on board, but hopefully we can add one more stop there. So
That'll be awesome.
yeah.
And then there's going to be some corrals up, or there's going to be some garages opened up at Pit Raceway
Correct,
too.
correct.
And the Pittsburgh International Race Complex has just rolled out the red carpet for this event, as they do with pretty much all their events. They've been fantastic to partner with, and it's the sky's the limit. So we just can't wait to see how this event can grow.
Yeah, and the day goes on from there. In the afternoon, we're going to have the Grand Tour de Bive, which is going to be a kind of like an endurance karting race. And there are some limited spots still available.
Okay.
If you want a four-man team, contact myself or Mark here. So that's going to take place in the afternoon. It'll be, I don't know, about an hour of kind of pre-stuff, and then there'll be an hour of racing, and there'll be a trophy given out for the best team. So
this is like go-karts, right? On the go-karts?
correct. It'll be
Okay.
on the karting, yeah.
All right.
So
I don't want anybody to think they was going to race their car.
no.
that might be fun. But
It's kind of set up like if you're familiar with a golf scramble.
Mm-hmm.
There's 4 drivers, 15 minutes, and when I was talking to 15 minutes per driver. That's kind of like all you need. You're really racing hard. So, and then I guess the fastest time. So 4 drivers, 15 minutes each. But it's an hour long, and then we have an hour long. Then after that we go to celebrate the winners and enjoy our.
how many teams are there going to be?
Good.
we get max out at 22. So
Okay.
right now I think we have 15. So there is probably about 5 spots available. So if you're interested, please get a hold of us and we'll get you signed up.
And that's
So-
an additional cost besides garage
Yeah,
tours.
that's kind of a separate thing than the garage. The tour's in the morning, and then because we have to rent the cars and the carts and all that, so that's a separate event in the afternoon. So
Okay, so 2 in 1. We're visiting this morning with Mark Kopsack from Push Beaver County and Drew Mitch from Temco Industries, and we're talking about Garage Tours 2.0. If you have any questions, you are welcome to call them at 724-774-1888 and 843-1888. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with more right after this.
Patriot Home Care is now hiring caregivers. Are you a caring and compassionate individual looking for a reliable income with benefits? Then call Patriot Home Care today. Benefits include health insurance, life insurance, paid vacation after 1 year, and 1.5 times hourly pay for overtime plus holiday hours. Patriot Home Care employees provide personal care, conversation and companionship, medication reminders, light housekeeping and laundry, meal preparation, and errands. Start your career in home care today and call Patriot Home Care at 724-506-8911 or apply online at patriothomecare.org.
Tune in for Spotlight on Seniors every Sunday at 11 a.m. Host Valerie McKelvey will highlight what's important to the seniors of Beaver County. Spotlight on Seniors is brought to you by the Beaver County Office on Aging and beavercountyradio.com. 95.7 and 99.3 FM, along with WBVP, WMBA, and beavercountyradio.com, invite you to tune in to Sounds of Faith. Tune in Sunday mornings from 7 until 9 for a mix of the best sacred music of all time. Sounds of Faith is brought to you by Crawford Tire and Beaver, the William Murphy Funeral Home, City Rescue Mission, MRS Physical Therapy, Circle of Friends, J&J Spratt Funeral Home, and Rome Monument and Inspirational Gifts. Sounds of Faith. Uplifting, relaxing, and inspiring radio. Sunday mornings from 7 until 9 on 95.7 and 99.3 FM, along with WBVP, WMVA, and BeaverCountyRadio.com.
Tune into the all-new Falcone's Moon Township Ford Coaches Corner every Wednesday night from 7 to 8 p.m. The show is hosted by Mike Azadian and will feature a local coach each week. The show will be video live streamed on the Beaver County Radio Facebook page and YouTube channel. The Falcone's Moon Township Ford Coaches Corner is brought to you in part by Electric Garage Door Sales, Forward RX, Patriot Home Care, the YMCA, Freedom United Federal Credit Union, All Access Automotive, Drug Free Aliquippa, and Beaver County Radio.
Falling in love is one thing. Having anxiety about falling is a whole different subject. If you or a family member are concerned about falling, and yes, either up or down the stairs, or maybe even out of bed, St. Barnabas has a special message and some ideas just for you. Years of experience in working with people who are prone to falls has given St. Barnabas special expertise in this area. Call them at 724-443-0700 and learn about ways that you can begin to feel more confident and safe, including suggestions that you can implement right now into your daily routine. Call St. Barnabas at 724-443-0700. For many years now, St. Barnabas has been helping people fall, in love that is, with their new, better life, a longer life, a risk-free life. Call St. Barnabas now at 724-443-0700 or visit stbarnabashealthsystem.com and learn more about living longer and better.
Weekday mornings were meant to drive in the fast lane. It's Frank Sparks on Beaver County Radio.
It is 10:21 in Beaver County on your Wednesday morning, and it's currently sitting at 60 degrees, and we are expecting a high today of 75 degrees. It's going to be a nice day. I'm looking forward to it. All right, let's jump out to the phone lines. Good morning. You're on Beaver County Radio.
Hey, good morning, Frank. Good morning, gentlemen.
Good morning.
It's Tom Gargaro.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
I figured they knew by the squeaky voice,
Yeah,
by
yeah.
the by the deep voice, but then they both looked like, okay, who is this?
First of all, really, thank you guys for what you're doing with the garage tour. I know a lot of people are excited about it. I personally appreciate everything you guys do for Beaver County, and I think this is a really, really exciting event. Would it be okay, Mark, if I just talk for a minute about the flyover?
Absolutely. We love that.
Okay, so for those who don't know, I'm the president of the Air Heritage Aviation Museum out in Chippewa, and Mark and his team have been gracious in asking us to have our World War II C-47 Luck of the Irish do a flyover. I guarantee you, Mark, it will be an opportunity to get wonderful, wonderful photos. If there's specifics you want on that as far as angles and stuff like that, give me a call when you're done there today. But it'll be a great opportunity for people to see, not only this beautiful World War II plane doing a beautiful flyover, but to enjoy the entire event. And we're just really, really thrilled to be a part of it. And, again, I want to thank you guys for keeping our museum a part of the event.
Well, thank you, Tom. We can't wait to see that big bird in the air.
Yeah, and Frank got a chance to see it on his birthday, I do believe.
Absolutely, yeah. That was awesome.
And so, again, I'll talk to the pilot. The pilot's name is Dave Messerschmidt. I always find that kind of ironic. He swears it's not Messerschmitt, like the planes in the war, but and there are restrictions on how low we're allowed to fly over a populated area. My guess is it'll probably be at 1,000 feet will be the lowest we can fly over. Now, the pilots actually determine that by the normal density of population. So, like when we do Beaver County Boom, they're able to fly fairly low and when they're over the rivers and stuff, right? So there are FAA regulations that we follow, but we'll do the best we can, and we hope to put on a really nice show for everybody involved.
I have a very cool request for Dave.
Okay.
See if he could take a video out of the plane like he did at our first car cruise. if he can do a video out of the plane of all the cars at the track, because I think that'd look cool.
You know, that's a great idea. It's we will absolutely make that happen. You know, when they're doing the flying and they're doing their banking and stuff, then there will be a crew on board. Either Dave or one of the crew on board will get the best video we can. It's a perspective that most people don't get to see, right? Everybody on the ground gets to look up and see it. I know what you're talking about, Frank, from that, I think it was the one car cruise where they took a video from the air. We will absolutely do that. I think that's a great idea, and I will talk to Dave Messersmith today and make sure that happens.
Okay, yeah, because that was really cool when they did that for the Beaver Falls Car Cruise the one year, and then he took some. I think he took a small video or some pictures whenever he flew over the first cruise on the ridge as well, which was pretty cool.
Yeah, he absolutely do. So we'll make that happen, and Mark, you and your team, if there's other specifics that you want, you know, typically he'll do, I don't know, 4 or 5 loops. Again, you get a different perspective, like you do at Beaver County Boom, right? Where most people get to see it if they come to the airport or if they're at an air show, they get to see it taking off or landing. And these maneuvers in that old of a plane, the plane is actually turned 80 years old on September 30th. And so when they're doing that banking and stuff, they're pretty, you know, focused. Again, it's a very, very old plane, but it's in tip-top shape, and they fly it perfectly. So
80 years old yesterday,
really
then.
Yeah, and he was here yesterday. He didn't even tell me it was the plane's birthday yesterday.
So we're going to celebrate its birthday on October the 11th with this birthday pass. I like it. I love it.
Who are we talking about?
The plane, right? The plane turned 80 yesterday, September the 30th.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Well, Tom's confused because his birthday was last Tuesday.
Oh. Well.
Yeah.
Don't start, Frank. Don't you start.
I snookered him on his birthday. So
we're looking forward to participating. We really appreciate you keeping us involved. And if there's anything specific you need or want, you've got my contact. Just let me know.
It's such a privilege to work with you on these projects, Tom. And Air Heritage, I can't say enough good things about that museum and all you guys do for aviation, the energy you bring to our area. It's I don't think it's such a hidden gem anymore because you guys have done such a good job. But we're always looking to partner with such a quality, incredible, just a dynamo in Beaver County. It's just you gotta see it. You gotta see the museum and everything that's going on up there.
Well, thank you for those kind words, and the feelings are mutual. You know that, Mark, right?
I appreciate you, Tom.
For what you do. Okay, guys, have at it. I'll be watching you on Facebook, so sit up straight. Don't hunch over, and don't say too many times. Don't say too many times. That's all the instructions I get from my boss.
There you go. Put on the dentist chair, huh?
All right, buddy.
There we go.
Great stuff. Thanks,
All
guys.
right,
Thank you.
Tom.
Thanks, Tom.
All right, 724-774-1888, 843-1888 if you have any questions. We do have to take a short break. Noah Haswell's coming up with news right after this here on Beaver County Radio.
Want to make football season better than ever this year? Plan now to join your friends at the Hangar in Moon Township, the place where good times and great food meet. Watch your favorite sporting event on one of their 18 big screen TVs while you enjoy their famous wings, beer battered fish, pizza, or Taco Tuesdays indoors or on the outdoor patio. Check out their award-winning menu online for lunch, dinner, or a special night out. This football season, hang out with your friends at the Hangar, the best kept secret in Moon Township at 500 Flaherty Run Road.
Are you a fan of the historic high school sports history that we have in Beaver County? Beaver County Radio and the Fried Transportation Group are proud to introduce Way Back When. Every Sunday night at 8 p.m., Beaver County Radio will rebroadcast a classic high school game in its entirety. You'll hear the call of famous Beaver County Radio sports broadcasters from the past and present as they take you way back when. Tune in this Sunday, October 5th at 8 p.m. when we go way back to the 2014 Class 3A Championship. Can seniors Jordan Whitehead and John George lead Mark Lyons' Central Valley Warriors to championship gold against Bob Palco's West Allegheny Indians? Bob Barrickman and Tom Hayes had the call of this classic from Heinz Field. Way Back When is presented by the Fried Transportation Group and brought to you by East Rochester and Tuska Shop and Save. the East Rochester True Value, Dr. C. Timothy Lip, Beaver Falls Athletic Department, and Beaver County Radio.
Put freedom in your future. Freedom United Federal Credit Union in Rochester.
Reddick riding on confidence in Charlotte. I'm Susie Armstrong. The story next on NASCAR Today.
Don't risk losing the trusted news, traffic, sports, and weather you get from AM radio stations. It's time to make your voice heard. We need Congress to pass the AM Radio for Every Vehicle Act to keep AM radio in cars. When internet and cell services are out, AM could be your only lifeline. Text AM to 39179 and tell Congress to pass this critical legislation now.
The message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text STOP to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
One last exhale.
Fitting, isn't it? The final shot at the Championship 4 comes down to a track that's been here from day one. Martinsville. Close quarters, tight corners, and a fan experience that brings you so close to the action, all of the mayhem will be right at your fingertips. NASCAR Playoffs Weekend at Martinsville Speedway, October 23rd through the 26th. Get your tickets now at martinsvillespeedway.com. Ticketmaster, the official ticketing partner of NASCAR.
Despite deficits the last 2 years, Tyler Reddick still managed to secure a berth in the NASCAR Cup Series playoffs round of 8. The 2311 racing pilot is well on the outside looking in this time around. At 11th in the standings, the California native is 29 points below the cut line.
I feel like we've gone into that race in a pretty tricky spot and survived it both times. So my gut would say, even if we're outside by 10 points, I think it's doable. Sitting where we are, I think that's a pretty hard number to overcome. You know, that's counting on others not getting stage points and everything else. So we've been able to overcome a deficit twice the last 2 years. So that does give me confidence.
I'm Susie Armstrong. This is NASCAR Today on the Motor Racing Network.
Beaver County Radio's news source. 99.3 FM, 1230 WBVP, and beavercountyradio.com. Here's Noah Haswell.
Good morning on this Wednesday, October 1st of 2025. We will have a complete Beaver County radio weather forecast after we take this look at news. Pennsylvania's counties, school districts, and social service agencies are warning of mounting layoffs, borrowing costs, and damage to the safety net as the politically divided state government enters its 4th month of a budget stalemate. The stalemate entangling Democratic Governor Josh Shapiro, the Democratic-controlled House, and the Republican-controlled Senate has no certain end in sight as finger-pointing falls along partisan lines. As October begins, county officials and social service providers say the damage is accelerating. They say lines of credit and reserves are running out, meaning deeper layoffs and more service shutdowns are inevitable. Kristen Rotz of the United Way of Pennsylvania says things will get exponentially worse in October. 35-year-old Xinhua Chen, an undocumented immigrant from China who is currently in the Beaver County Jail and is being held there without bond, has now received more filed charges against him of extorting money from residents through a scam that involved a telephone and a computer. Chen has 6 felony counts of charges and a charge of impersonating a public servant, which is a misdemeanor count. In the criminal complaint filed by Newsweekly Township Police, a township resident gave a report to them on September 5, 2025 that they had given $24,700 in money to Jack, the name of a supposed federal agent, to resolve unpaid subscriptions for which that resident believed they were responsible. Newsweekly Township Police also discovered on September 15, 2025 that a man who was identified as Chen got arrested on September 12, 2025 by the City of Aliquippa Police Department for allegedly stealing about $100,000 from a resident of Aliquippa who responded to a pop-up message that showed up on their computer. A preliminary hearing is tentatively scheduled for October 14, 2025 for Chen in regards to both incidents. Pennsylvania State Police in Beaver report today that 32-year-old William Underwood of Ambridge was arrested on August 31, 2025 for driving under the influence of drugs in Aliquippa that evening. Police stopped Underwood after he committed a vehicle violation on Sheffield Avenue. According to police, Underwood was subsequently arrested for driving under the influence of a controlled substance and possessing drugs. Pennsylvania's Secretary of the Commonwealth Al Schmidt reminded registered voters in Pennsylvania yesterday that October 28, 2025 at 5 p.m. is the deadline for applying to vote by mail for the November 4, 2025 general election in Pennsylvania. More information about this election, along with some links to help you with voting, can be found on our website at beavercountyradio.com. PennDOT is currently inviting those in Pennsylvania and the public to take an online survey which gives them feedback about their services for construction and maintenance, which is available through October 21, 2025. This survey is 22 questions and asks those taking it about topics including how they receive roadway information from PennDOT. The online link to take the 2025 PennDOT Construction Maintenance Customer Satisfaction Survey can be found on our website at beavercountyradio.com. According to a release from the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Athletic Association Incorporated, the PIAA and the Pennsylvania Association of Broadcasters have recently entered a partnership through December of 2026 that will assist local broadcasters and help bring more exposure to student athletes across PIAA member schools. Both organizations have a commitment that is shared to media programs of local communities and secondary schools that offer students the potential for them to get industry experience that is hands-on.
Here's the Beaver County forecast.
We'll see mostly sunny skies today with highs of 74 and overnight lows around 44. Sunny again tomorrow. Look for highs in the mid-70s and lows of 47. And the stretch of sunshine and summer-like weather will continue on Friday. Expect to see highs of 77 and lows of 48. I'm Lisa Marie with your Beaver County weather.
That's a look at the news for now. I'm Noah Haswell on 99.3 FM, AM 1230 WBVP, 95.7 FM, and 1460 AM WMBA. Also streaming live around the world at beavercountyradio.com.
You're driving in the fast lane with Frank Sparks on 99.3 FM and 1230 WBVP. You can also stream live on beavercountyradio.com.
It is 10:37 in Beaver County. We're back here on Driving in the Fast Lane and visiting this morning in hour number one with Mark Kopsack from Push Beaver County and Drew Mitch from Temco Industries. And we're talking Garage Tours 2.0 that's happening on October the 11th. So we've been chatting a little bit, talking about the flyover, talking about what all is going to be going on that day. But, guys, is there any limitations to what type of car you can take on the tour? Or, do we have to sign any waivers ahead of time? What do we got to do here? Hold on, let me turn you on.
Oh, am I on now?
There you go. I got you on.
Well, first of all, yeah, we would love to see some of the cool classics out there. But we also understand that those guys are watching the weather report pretty close. But it is a rain or shine event. So if you don't mind getting a little wet, if it is rainy that day, bring it out. But all the stops are inside. So if it is a cloudy day or if it's not something you want to bring your classic out, just bring your regular car and all the stops are inside and all that viewing is inside. So not a big deal. There is a waiver. So in the morning for registration, to get on the pit race campus or facility, you must fill out their waiver. You can either do it while you're rolling up to the check-in, the booth. They have QR codes, or you can go on their website no more than a week ahead of time to fill out that waiver. But you must fill out that waiver to get on site.
What's the link for their website? So that, because we're going to put this will be posted on Facebook so they know where to go and they can get that link as well.
Pitrace.com.
That's very simple.
Yeah, piece of cake.
Well, all right. What else? So we got the tours going on. We got 3, possibly maybe 4 garages that might be part of it. Take us through what all is going to happen that day again. I know we talked about it earlier, but that was about 40 minutes ago.
Yeah. First of all, I want to make sure we mention that this is all presented by The Right Promise as our presenting sponsor. And we have some gold sponsors also, Novak Auto and Stefanik Next Gen Construction, Sweet Pea Convenience Stores, and also Temco Industries. But that day it's gonna start early and it's gonna end late. When I say late, around dinner time. But we're going to start registration 7:30 in the morning. It's going to run to about 8:20. We're going to do an opening ceremony, national anthem, and then we're going to kick off the tour at 8:30. So we're going to allow people to go out to the stops as they feel. A lot of street parking this year. So just be mindful of that you might have to walk a little bit to the location, but those locations will be presented at the registration. So 11:30, we kind of come back from the tour, and like Mark said, we get some lunch, and then we're going to get those cars on the track. One thing that they will be checking is that your car cannot be leaking any oil to get on the track. So they are running the motorcycles that day. They're doing, I think, a Learn to Ride event. So there will be other things going on at Pitt Raceway that day. So the motorcycles will be running the track, and I think there's also a drift event in one of the parking lots there. So we'll get the cars on the track, do those parade laps, timing with that flyover from Tom, and that'll kind of end the tour, the garage tour per se. That's done. Still stay on site, see what's going on at the track. Then the karting event in the afternoon. If you want to stick around for it and cheer some people on, we'd love to have you. So we'll do the karting in the afternoon. Like I said, there's about an hour warm-up before we do the actual hour of racing. We'll probably conclude that around 4:30. And then I believe the Lance Grable and the Chamber of Commerce are doing a member appreciation day that afternoon, evening. So get your chamber businesses out there and get with each other and network and do that good stuff. And then we'll probably be wrapping up around 6 o'clock.
Yeah, the after event is held at, they have an incredible facility that is out of the weather. It's got a wonderful view of the racetrack. It's got a wonderful view of the campus. There's going to be food cooking there. There's going to be drinks. There's going to be all kinds of hospitality. And that's brought to you by the Beaver County Chamber of Commerce and those wonderful people over there. So it's a full day, but you can enjoy the morning and then take a break and then come back in the afternoon for karting, or one or the other. It's just versatile. It's kind of like an open house at Pitt Raceway. If you haven't been up there recently, you've got to check out what they've got going on, because it is a world-class gem right in our backyard. This event to me is we partnered with several world-class things that you got to see. Pitt Raceway is one of them, and then we got the Air Heritage Museum doing the flyover. Beaver County Radio is going to be playing some tunes and making sure we're entertained. I mean, we have just all these wonderful people coming together to make this event just a smash, so you do not want to miss it.
You know what's really cool is in the clubhouse, I call it the clubhouse, where the after event's going to be, is it's really neat to stand out on the deck they have out there and just watch the races, the racing going on from there. So that's pretty neat to watch, and it's worth the price of admission, as I say, just in itself. Speaking of admission, let's talk a little bit about the garage tour itself. So what is the cost involvement if someone wants to be on the garage tour, and does that involve everybody in the car, or is there extra for other people in the car?
This year we're trying to make it a little simpler. It's $65 per vehicle.
Okay.
So you can either get a hold of us ahead of time to get a ticket, or you can go on Eventbrite and search for the October 11th, and with the fees, I think it comes out to $71 and change.
All right.
Or you can bring cash the day of, and we'll be selling tickets, but you'll have to do that waiver to get on site, but then you can purchase your ticket for cash the day of the event.
What all does that entitle you to?
That $65 will be, you'll get a free sandwich from Legacies Alive. You'll go on the tour, you'll get to do the parade laps, and that's when the tour ends. The karting in the afternoon, if there, like I said, there are some teams available. Those are $500 per team for 4 drivers. So that's the cost for the second event.
You also, with the garage tours, not to jump around, but with the garage tours, you have those 3 or 4 garages. You have what Pitt Raceway has going on with the Learn to Drive, the skid pad. And then Smokin' Dave's Barbecue, you have a food voucher for that as well. So we actually rebate you back, and you get lunch for your driver, your garage tour driver, all included in that.
In that $65.
In that $65, yeah.
Wow, that's a heck of a value.
We're trying to bring it a little more than last year. So
okay,
yep.
And then everybody that's in the car obviously can also purchase food from Smokin' Dave's too.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay. All right. So once again, highlight the garages for everybody.
So there'll be some of the garages open up at Pitt Raceway.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the Porsche Swickley, I think.
Okay.
But I know it's the Porsche garages. And then Vintage Torque down there across from the Geneva track, and Muscle Car Pit Stop in Beaver Falls. Those are the 3 stops for sure. And we might be adding a 4th one. So
Okay. All right, that'll be fun.
Oh yeah.
So definitely, and it's on. I'm looking forward to being going in to see what Vince has in the all those upper floors. You always see what he has in the showroom, but it's not too often you can see upstairs and what he's working on.
Oh yeah, you got breakfast, 3 stops. You got lunch. You got 2 parade laps and a flyover, and that's all before 12:30 in the afternoon.
And all for $65.
And all for $65. So.
And
What
you're
about our
raising
guy?
money for Gold Star families. Let's not forget that. I mean, that's really what it's all about. So.
Legacy's alive. So, yeah, all for a good cause.
Absolutely. All right, if you have any questions, you're welcome to call 724-774-1888, 843-1888. We got to take a break, and we'll be back with more right after this.
Are you into cars? Then listen up. Push Beaver County is presenting Garage Tours 2.0 on Saturday, October 11th from 7:30 a.m. until the Tour de Beeve 4-person team endurance kart race at 3 p.m. Balcones Moon Township Ford will present a live broadcast by Beaver County Radio throughout the day. Frank Sparks and Gary Miller will be on the tour, checking in, and Curtis Walsh will be at Pit Race broadcasting live from the Moon Township Ford broadcast booth. You can register for Garage Tours 2.0 by going to pushbeavercounty.org. The Beaver County Radio live broadcast from Garage Tours 2.0 is being presented by Falcones Moon Township Ford and is brought to you by Push Beaver County and Beaver County Radio.
Join a team that's been making a difference for over a century. St. Barnabas Health System is hiring full-time security officers for night shifts in Gibsonia and Valencia. Work 12-hour shifts from 8:30 p.m. to 8:30 a.m., plus every other weekend, and earn competitive pay starting at $17 an hour plus shift differential. Enjoy full benefits, flexible scheduling, and the satisfaction of helping keep residents safe in a respected and growing healthcare system. Take the next step in your career. Apply now at stbarnabashealthsystem.com/careers or call 724-444-JOBS.
Here we go.
Tune in to WBVP and 99.3 FM the second Thursday of the month at 9 a.m. for a Rappin' with the Reps. The special forum with your Beaver County state legislators can also be seen on Facebook Live. You'll also have your chance to phone in and ask questions or give the legislators your opinion. That's Rappin' with the Reps every second Thursday here on Beaver County Radio.
You're listening to Beaver County Radio, your home for local news, information, and music. Brought to you by Fry Transportation. Beaver County Radio and Fry Transportation, helping to make Beaver County a better place to live, work, and play.
Lincoln Park Performing Arts Center in Midland opens its 2025-2026 season with the award-winning comedy classic Guys and Dolls, October 3rd through the 12th. Sponsored by Clearview Federal Credit Union. For tickets, visit LincolnParkArts.org.
Tune in every Saturday morning at 8:30 a.m. for another insightful edition of Living Well, a special segment on Beaver County Radio designed to help you enjoy the best, most fulfilling, and healthiest life possible. Hosted by Dr. Joseph Maroon and Jeff Boast, and presented by St. Barnabas. Living Well, Saturday mornings at 8:30. Right here on Beaver County Radio, WBVP Beaver Falls, WMBA Ambridge, along with 99.3 FM and 95.7 FM.
If you own a company or a small business, you might have considered advertising on radio. It's smart because radio is still the most far-reaching media outlet today. WBVP and WMBA can get you results. Get more information at beavercountyradio.com.
Are you frustrated by high copays for your generic drugs? Stop overpaying and start saving. Discover Forward RX, your local cost-plus pharmacy in New Brighton. At Forward RX, we believe in transparency and affordability. No insurance middlemen, no inflated prices, just the true cost of your medication plus a simple fixed markup. Join the Forward RX family today and experience the difference. Check out our medication prices online at fwdrx.com or give us a call for a price quote. Forward RX. Come for the savings and stay for the service.
They say good things come in threes.
And I can say it's true as far as reasons to visit Freedom United Federal Credit Union this month. This is Andy Dangle, Board Chairman. For starters, Freedom United will be celebrating International Credit Union Day on Thursday, October 16th, featuring free treats from the ice cream emergency truck in the parking lot at the Rochester office. It's also around this time of year, 86 years ago, that Freedom United Federal Credit Union was organized by a group of Freedom Oil Company employees. No, contrary to popular belief, I wasn't already on the board of directors back then. Finally, it's Trick or Treat Month at Freedom United. Stop in anytime and get treated to some of the best loan rates around. The trick is deciding what to buy with your newfound cash. Loans are based on credit approval. See? Good things do come in threes at Freedom United Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Falcone's Moon Township Ford knows that the only vehicle that matters is the one that you're interested in. It's true. It doesn't matter how big the dealership is or how many years they've been in business if you can't find the right car for your budget. That's why Falcone's Moon Township Ford goes the extra mile to help make the perfect match for you and your pocketbook. Sometimes that might mean giving you a little bit more for your trade-in or being a little bit more patient while you test drive several vehicles. Click moontownshipford.net and start the process now. Then visit the showroom on University Boulevard across from Robert Morris when you're ready to drive into spring in style. Falcone's Moon Township Ford knows there's only one car that will do for you, and they'll help you find it.
You're listening to 99.3 FM, presented by St. Barnabas, in addition to 1230 WBVP Beaver Falls.
And we're back here on Driving in the Fast Lane. Frank Sparks, and hour number one we're visiting this morning with Drew Mitch from Temco Industries and Mark Kopsack from Push Beaver County, talking about Garage Tours 2.0. So in the last few minutes we have, let's kind of rehash everything and talk a little bit about everything that's going to be going on that day. You want to start, Mark?
Lots of fun.
Right.
Lots of fun. We have the garage tours that start at 7:30 in the morning. There's breakfast there. Once you get registered, we will do a national anthem and present the colors. We're going to go on those garage tours that Drew was talking about between 3 and 4, including a on-site at Pitt Raceway between 8:30 and 11:30. And then we'll return back to the complex for at 11:30 for and get prepared for the parade laps, the 2 parade laps, and then a photo opportunity with their Heritage Museum and their beautiful plane flyover at 12:30. That's just to the morning, and then you get fed lunch from Dave's Smokin' Dave's Barbecue. So full morning. We feed you twice. We do all kinds of fun stuff and see all kinds of fun cars, and then get that picture opportunity.
All for the price of $65.
I know that picture opportunity is sounding more. Imagine having your car on that track and you have a copy of that picture of your car.
That'd be cool.
That's gonna be cool.
Not to mention if Tom and Air Heritage can pull off the overview from the plane, we can put those two together. Oh my word, that'll be what a wonderful shot that'll be. And then the afternoon we got the Grand Tour de Beeve that we'll start right around 2:30 or 3 o'clock. We'll do some practice there, and then we'll have the race for all the marbles, which will end at about 5 o'clock. And then there's hospitality from 5 o'clock until whenever, and that's brought to everyone by Beaver County Chamber of Commerce and the good folks over there. So lots of value packed into a fun day of cars. You don't even have to have a car. You don't have to have a collector car to be involved. Just come on up and enjoy what you're going to see and be a part of the day. It's going to be an amazing event raising funds for Gold Star families and Legacies Alive. So that's the reason for the season.
And we do have confirmation that the video will be happening. I just got confirmation from Tom.
Well, how about that? While we're on air, that's hallelujah.
He works quick.
He's the best. He's the best.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right. So, if someone wants to register, how do they go about registering?
Get on eventbrite.com and find the event. I think you pick the date and put in the zip code, and it'll come up. Also, you can contact on pushbeavercounty.org. Tickets are available there. I believe through. You can also email me directly, Drew@pushbeavercounty.org. any one of those situations will get you what you need.
Yeah, if you go on www.pushbeavercounty.org and you click on the garage tour, kind of event, it has all the information and all the links and all the ways to get registered, the prices, and all the information that you need right there on www.pushbeavercounty.org. So, piece of cake.
That's one of the things we want to continue to push. What are the stipulations? They have to fill out a waiver, correct, just to get on the grounds of Pitt.
Correct. That is the most important thing, and they will not let you pass the gate unless you fill out that waiver. Now, when you are rolling up, there are QR codes. It's a pretty simple phone app to do so, but everyone in the car must fill out that waiver just to get on site.
And there's no cost for that, right?
There's no cost for that.
But it'll be worth it. It might be a little bit of a headache, but it's going to be worth what you're going to see. So I do it ahead of time. Just do it a week in advance and have it for everybody that's going to be in the car, and that way it's simple and easy, and you guys are ready to go.
And there's still teams available, a few of them, if someone wants to be involved in the Grand Prix.
We have a limited amount. This is our first annual, so you'll be the only winner if you can pull this one off, and the inaugural win. So it's historic.
Those teams cannot be purchased through any website. You would have to contact either Mark or myself directly.
Okay.
Drew at pushbeavercounty.org, or there is a world-class moped shop in Monaca, Valley Vintage Motor Works, and Mark could be seen there, and tickets teams can be registered there also. So,
okay, it's going to be a fun day, that's for sure. I'm looking forward to it.
I hope I'm going to take my conversion van just so I can take a nap in the back halfway through the day.
Halfway through the day, go pass out for an hour or two in the back. So, do you got a team in the Grand Prix?
So we are doing two teams.
Okay.
Temco Industries is sponsoring one team for some Gold Star family members to participate.
Sweet.
And then we're also sponsored a second team. I got my buddy's son riding with us and two other guys, so it's going to be a good time.
All right. What about you, Mark?
Valley Vintage Motor Works is in.
All right.
We've got four of the. I'm chubby, so we're gonna do this best we can. We'd probably be faster on mopeds if vintage mopeds, but I know these carts are fast, so they're fast. So
hey, maybe you got an idea there.
Yeah, so moped Grand Prix. That'd be
That's
pretty
right.
cool. So, all right. So, and you're going to get a picture with your car on the track, which is cool. You take a couple parade laps, which that's also cool. It's just going to be a fun day for everybody involved. Just a great time to come out and enjoy one of the hidden gems of Beaver County.
Absolutely.
Yeah. And this day couldn't be made possible without our sponsors. So I'm going to run down these great organizations. The Right Promise is presenting it. Great organization. It brings a lot of help to the county. Novak Auto Parts, Stefanik Next Gen Construction, Sweet Peas Convenience Stores, Temco Industries. Our silver sponsors are AutoZone, Beaver County Beverage, and Valley Vintage Motor Works. And we also have some bronze sponsors, Edward Jones, Tyson Smith, Financial Advising, Knoll Funeral Home, and Tougher Properties. Chocolate Boutique will also be providing some sweet tastes for the day.
It was good last year.
Yeah, it was very good last
They're
year.
amazing.
And there'll be some raffles. There'll be a 50-50. They'll be going on. There'll be a small Chinese auction. I think we have a couple things that have been donated to be raffled off. So there'll be some of that stuff going around also.
All right. Sounds like a fun day. How can I get more information once again?
www.pushbeavercounty.org. Click on the Garage Tours button, and it'll take you to it'll give you all the information you need.
All right. And then we'll talk to you guys over the next couple of weeks as things start developing more, and hopefully we can get a lot of people registered and get them out there and just enjoy a fun day.
Sounds great.
Thanks for the time, Frank.
All right.
Thank you.
Coming up next, we'll have Town Hall News, followed by local news with Noah Haswell, and then we'll get into it. Ian Roberts, who is he?
A lot has changed since 1885. That's when my great-grandfather, William Andrew Hartzell, opened the doors to our family-owned and operated funeral home. This is